Hey guys, it's Carrie. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make more money during a recession. Now, the big question is, will there be a 2025 recession? Now, the probability of a recession is estimated by economists to be about 40%. And we can see this because of the high rise in tariffs. People are struggling to make ends meet. Inflation is rising through the roof. And not to mention, companies are cutting down on their spending significantly. That's more than enough sign to consider preparing for a recession. During a recession, a lot of people start panicking because they fear getting laid off from their job, especially if they're the main breadwinners of their family. They want to know that they're able to provide for their family. Now, if you don't want to be left behind and you're ready to take action, I highly encourage that you tap that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, and stick right to the end of this video so you can learn how you can make more money during the upcoming recession. Let's start with the first one, and that is starting a recession-proof business. Now, back in 2020, we had one of the biggest economic recession, and we saw that companies like DoorDash actually increased their profits by a whopping 70% during this time. And this is because, for one, people were going through a midlife crisis at the time, and they needed an avenue in order to get their food delivered to them. And that is where DoorDash was able to actually maximize their profit during that recession. If you want to make more money during a recession, consider investing into healthcare and the food sector, because regardless of the state of the economy, a lot of people are still going to spend money within these sectors. Now, there are three things that you need to consider when you are looking into starting a recession-proof business. Number one, it's adaptability. Number two, preparation. And number three, the consistent consumer demand within this sector. Now, some of the business ideas for this sector will include healthcare services like a pharmacy, home care services, financial planning services, beauty services, food and beverage, as well as repair and contracted services. And another big opportunity that you should consider is within the tech industry. Many people during a recession actually profit huge from starting their own tech businesses. So if you're a techie, or if you're someone that's considering starting a business and you have some skills in AI or technology, this is an opportunity for you to make more money during this upcoming recession. Number two is start monetizing your assets. Now, if you're preparing for a recession, one of the smartest things to do is to find a way to make money with the things that you already own. You can look into renting out a spare room, or listing your car on Turo for some extra money, or even trading a few hours of your time to do gig tasks like consulting, sales, or even customer service. These are some things that you can do in order to make extra money. Monetizing your downtime will definitely give you an advantage, because you can use that extra money as a way of capital in order to invest or in order to save for an upcoming recession. If you don't have at least $1,000 set aside for emergencies, you are setting yourself up to be broke during a life and death situation. It is highly encouraged that one should have at least 3 to 6 months of their total income set aside for emergency. If you haven't created an emergency fund, now is the time to do so. What I like to do is the 100 envelope challenge. That includes getting 100 envelopes, writing from 1 to 100 on those envelopes, and each day you would randomly select one of those envelopes. Whatever number you choose, that is the amount of money that you will be placing in that envelope. Once you have reached 100 days, you should have a total of $5,050 saved up, which means that is a good start for your emergency fund. Do this consistently. Getting in the habit of saving is a good thing, because this will help you to navigate a mindset where you're able to build up your wealth over time, not just saving, but also taking some of that money and investing into appreciating assets, and also always having money where you don't have to be set back within a recession, or as a matter of fact, during any type of life events. Number four is living below your means. Now, a lot of people, once they start making more money, their expenses go sky high. And the thing is, whenever you are preparing for a recession, it is important that you understand how you can stay disciplined by spending within or below your means, and try to eliminate the amount of credit card debts that you have. Whatever high interest rate loans that you have or credit cards, you need to start paying them little by little. Try to get a side hustle that can also help you to pay off those high interest debts. Always remember, a part of living below your means includes how you do your grocery shopping. Always look what is needed and create a list so whenever you go to the supermarket, you're not overspending. Also, keep in mind of the apps that you have on your phone. So we're talking about delivery food apps, we're talking about Amazon Prime memberships, and things that you don't really use, but they're there in the back end and taking money on a monthly basis. Those actually add up. Imagine spending $27 per month for an app that you're not using. That over time actually accumulates, and you're not actually saving that money, it's literally going out. So consider discontinuing those subscriptions that you have that are running in the back end that you really do not use. One of the things that I do to also live below my means is to use cashback apps and cashback cards. So whenever I go to a POS machine or anywhere in the world, I can actually save that money if I'm traveling or if I'm purchasing things. Number 5 is diversifying your investment. Whenever there's an upcoming recession, a lot of people tend to hold their investments, but this is a time a lot of wealthy people invest, and you can also take advantage of this. Instead of purchasing 1 or 2 stocks, I will recommend purchasing the S&P 500, which is an index fund that allows you to access a lot of different stocks, over 500 stocks. This will help you to spread out your money so you can have more opportunity for it to grow once you start investing. So if you should have a case where 10 of those companies didn't do well, the other 490 companies will actually make you money. So investing into an index fund will ultimately give you the edge when it comes on to managing your stocks under a brokerage. Instead of going out and buying different stocks where you are going to be managing different stocks based on the different brokerages, you will have the opportunity to have that one brokerage account that has those 500 stocks. Doing this will ultimately help you to lower your risk and also make more money on your investment during the upcoming recession. Number 6 is exploring online opportunities. Now, back in 2020, when we had one of the most devastating economic fall, we see that a lot of people got laid off their jobs. Some people actually didn't know how they're going to make ends meet, and others had to move back into their parents' house. But luckily, the power of the internet allowed many of them to become rich today. Now, taking advantage of the online opportunity comes with a wide range of things that you can do, but I'm specifically talking about engaging, entertaining, and empowering others through content creation. Believe it or not, content creation has made a lot of people billionaires today. And if you want to beat this upcoming recession, it is time for you to start putting a piece of asset on the internet, and that will be your content. Creating content doesn't have to include you showing your face. You can do things like faceless digital content where you can strictly do content without showing your face. On the other hand, people are creating content online that will inform, inspire, and encourage people that are going through things that they've been through. You can also look at other online opportunities like building an e-commerce store, or even tapping into AI technology, becoming an AI engineer, as well as using AI in order to create content that people will gravitate to. So instead of scrolling constantly on a day-to-day basis, you can use that time to prepare for an upcoming recession by creating content that people will love. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up also. Please remember to tap that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And before I let you go, be sure to watch this video, and I'll see you in my next video.